Hello, hello, hello. I am Sheyenne Kreamer, and this is all about how to utilize the three-pronged approach to finding meaningful work. So many people I have dealt with over the years, they end up on this path that can end up being 18 months long or longer. Sometimes just in a regular job search, and sometimes it is that long when they are in the search for meaningful work. Or perhaps they think they're just in a regular job search, but there's something in their heart, something in their subconscious mind that is demanding that they pay attention to something that's a little bit more meaningful for them. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And I want to tell you, hang around because there is one absolute flaw that so many people end up caught in that just totally traps them in this meaningful work search. You're not going to want to miss that one. So hang on for just a minute and we will start with showing you what you really need to understand about this whole search process. I have been working with people for 10 to 20 years in this whole search kind of process. And I'm going to tell you that the typical search timeline looks something like this. For about 6 months, all that people want to do is they want to just stay in the job search process. And a lot of times they get caught in the trap of being in that search process of something that looks just like what they did before. They might be looking to do it in a different kind of company. We've talked about B Corps and social enterprises, but they're stuck in this idea that they got to stay in exactly the same kind of job that they were in before. If they don't find what they're looking for after about 6 months, then they'll go into the next 6 months, which is all about, well, maybe I just need to change careers completely. And they'll do all kinds of searching in terms of, do I need a new certification? Do I need a new degree? Do I need some kind of additional training that's going to allow me to completely change my career and move in the direction of something that seems more like meaningful work? But after 6 months, if they're still slamming their head against the brick wall, which does hurt, I can't argue that one. We don't recommend that. Then they'll move into 6 months of saying, well, maybe I just need to create my own meaningful work. Maybe I have to become an entrepreneur. But here's the challenge. If you wait until you've gone through a whole year of searching before you even consider something that might be kind of entrepreneurial, you've burned through a whole lot of resources during that time that could have been applied to doing something more productive right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide this little slide down here so you can see what I really recommend for people to consider doing. So here is what I call the fast track. On the fast track, you take weekly action steps where you get into some job search activity, some career change exploration, and some entrepreneurial exploration. Now, that only needs to be one or two baby steps in each of those categories each week. But remember, we've talked about plan, do, check, and adjust. And so as you're doing these baby steps, just one or two for job search, one or two for career change, and one or two for entrepreneurial exploration, as you go through doing those baby steps, you're looking to see where are the doors opening for you versus, boom, where are they slamming you in the head again? Because we don't want to keep going down those paths that are slamming us in the head. But if we find an open door, we want to keep running through it. It sounds so simple, but so many of us get caught in this space. So here's the other thing that is just, it takes people down a rabbit hole that oftentimes is so non-productive, it can extend your search time by months or even years. And this is a sinister trap that people get caught in. It's all about chasing the money trail. Oh my goodness. How many times have you been around a well meaning person and that is their story for you? They'll say, well, you need to go and look in this direction because this is where all the demand is. This is where all the money is. Have you heard that story from people before? Oh my goodness. That to me is one of the biggest traps that a lot of high school students get caught in. And some very well meaning guidance counselors, parents, friends, they try to guide people into a college program based on where they think the money is. But I want you to hear this. We are in such a fast moving, fast changing world right now. You probably are going to have a hard time predicting that. And here's what's even more important. If where the money trail is trying to take you is not in alignment with your heart, your soul, or even your subconscious mind, you could end up getting distracted down a rabbit hole and still not find the meaningful work that you're looking for. So, folks, don't let that happen to you. It's not necessary. Just stick with the three-pronged approach and doing a couple of action steps and allowing yourself to follow wherever the open doors take you. I am Sheyenne Kreamer, and if you're finding these videos to be helpful, please go ahead, subscribe, comment, share, like it. Let other people know about this resource that you have found. And in the next video, we're going to ask a real interesting question. You might think you already know the answer to it. I'm going to tell you, you may not know as much about it as you think you do. The question we're going to be asking is, how teachable are you? Sounds like a no-brainer, right? I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.